Whoa! Hey, man, we knew it was gonna be a good day when on Saturday, me and the wife took little Ren. We went to Adventures on Wonderland, and on that trip, we found hockey skates at Canadian Tire. Well, a friend found them for us. You know, the little ones that strap onto your shoes. Ren's only 20 months. Prepping for family skating this weekend. Today, it's Sunday now, Sunday morning. We're off to get coffee to celebrate the Leafs win. Yes, finally I can be that typical Canadian wearing a hockey jersey while just walking around. So we're off to Tim Hortons. The missus wants the new oat gingerbread latte. Yep, well deserved. Take it. It's a medium regular for me. Friend, you want a donut? I think you deserve it. Just like the Leafs deserved that win last night, 5-2 over the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo now has what, like 8 straight losses? 9? 7? I don't know. They have a lot because that's what Buffalo does. Buffalo has great starts usually, and then they fade. Right now, the Toronto Maple Leafs, similar to last year, not the best start to the season, not a great October. Last November, they absolutely dominated, and they're looking like they're doing that right now, this November so far. Right away, those Leafs unis, God, I want one. At first, I was like, look, from the front, they look really, really good with the white here. But then from the back, I felt like, oh, maybe the white should go back a little bit farther. But then it was kind of like a mixture of eras there. And I'm watching it, and damn, they are nice. Leafs played great. I made a bet that no one would score in the first 10 minutes. Got that one. That's nice. And then it was just an onslaught for Toronto. John Tavares with a beautiful tip. Mitch Marner took a slap shot, and he was on the left side of the power play. Great tip, goal, of course, because it's John Tavares. It just makes sense. Mitch Marner's just racking up the points. Or like how many points he has in each game or something like that is, I think it's top in the league. Just phenomenal for Toronto. And and then we keep going. Maybe a little bit of controversy on that second goal and the third goal. I know Buffalo was a little bit upset about Pierre Engvall there, but hey, do you know what? Play continues, and he gets the puck in the Sabres zone, feeds it to Yarncroke, who's all by himself. Somehow he always finds himself there. He scores top corner, and it's funny because me and my friends, so we have a little like group text going, and from last game against New Jersey, breaking down like New Jersey's lineup, their ELCs, guys waiting in the wings like Hughes and all that, Luke Hughes, the prospect covered and everything. Like, it's a bright future, great defense, all 4 lines, and we're like, Toronto has their top 2 lines, and if they're not going, Toronto's not going. Well, right there, of course. We're talking about Engvall leaving at the end of the season, Yarncroke, like you understand the deal, but you're like 2.5's a lot, and then he goes and scores because that's just how it works. It's a quick message there, like, of course, Yarny from Pierre. And then especially like Keefe saying he liked how everyone's playing, so Robertson's out of the lineup, and that got Leafs Nation up in arms because everyone thinks Pierre Engvall's not been playing the best, and myself included. You can tell in games where you're just like, just use your long legs and your reach and just do your thing because it works, and then he just disappears. Anyway, that makes it 2-0. Leafs take a penalty down the roads, and Mitch Marner ends up on a breakaway. Mitch Marner, before he hit the red line, took a look back, and he knew Tuck was chasing him, and he knew Giordano was gunning up the ice. Right away, when he made that look, I turned and I was like, he's drop passing this. He goes to the back end, he drop passes it. Tuck full on just takes out the net. But Giordano, if that net was still there, put it in. And they called it no goal at the time, and I think I tweeted out, I said, that's a goal. And 100%, yes, it was. If the net was still there, without them moving it, because it was a penalty, it was going to be a penalty, it was going in. Giordano said, that's a goal. And he was 100% right, and the Leafs are up 3-0. And it's phenomenal. Buffalo do manage to get one back. I think that was in the second period. 3-0 in the second period. Yeah. And it was an Alex Tuck, okay, a little bit of retribution. He didn't even mean to tip this one. It was a great slap shot. I think it was Olofsson took the slap shot, or maybe Olofsson took the second one and Middlestat put it in. Whatever happened. Shot on net. Tuck's like doing a drive-by and his stick's kind of trailing him. It hits his stick, beats Murray. 3-1. And I was like, oh no. But this game never felt worrisome. Like me in NHL, like 23, if I'm up by 2 goals, it's worrisome for me. I don't like a 2-goal lead at all. For the Leafs, I hate a 2-goal lead. Hell, I hate a 3 or 4-goal lead. But it didn't feel too worrisome at all. And then, you know, William Nylander scores, make it 4-1. How does he score? Well, doing William Nylander things, as in just being behind the tendy. Literally a power play goal, scoring from in the paint. Great movement by the Leafs. Matthews takes the one-timer. Tavares is there in front causing a ruckus. He's the one who pushes it forward. And Nylander just slips in behind the goaltender, just pots it in. Nice and easy. 4-1. And then he's not done because he wants some more of that boy. So in the third period, John Tavares does a quick little look up and just goes, I am going to just Hail Mary this backhand. Does it. William Nylander skates onto it. Backhand goal. 5-1. Buffalo does make it 5-2, which sucks because I bet the under that they would have less than a goal and a half. That really irked me there. So lost the bet. Who cares? Like, it sucks because Matt Murray held it. And then thought it was behind him, so he adjusted, and Middlestat's there to pop it in, kind of like what happened with Willie. And then Leafs close it out. William Nylander wanted that hat-trick goal. They got the power play at the end there. Keith threw the second unit out with Willie, and then with like 10 seconds left, Willie said, screw it, I'm just going to go for it. Tried, didn't. Leafs win 5-2. They're beautiful uniforms. Top to bottom, I think for the top 4 scorers for the Leafs, you got like Marner, Tavares, Matthews, and Nylander, all over 20 points. I think Tavares has 21, Marner 22, Matthews, Nylander 20. That's phenomenal. The defensive pairings were all over the place tonight. Riley had a different right side each time, and I was fine with it because we got to see Liljegren and Giordano out there, which I think most of us loved at the end of last season. And Matt Murray played phenomenal, and I think that really helped my confidence at home and not freaking out, because even like the ones that you would say like that's a big save, he just looked calm in there. It was just big body in the way, glove, you know. After the Leafs made it 3-0, Tuck had a great chance, and it was just a little right pad kick pad save. Just those little things. It was his movement was not as exaggerated as the last few games. He was very steady in the net and just a calming presence back there, which is what the Leafs needed. The only real thing is like you could tell there's still a little bit of confidence stuff when he's unsure of where the puck is. Like it's in his body. Like should I move? Should I not? Is it behind me? That's gonna happen, right? He's been off for a while. He's just played a few games. Overall, though, the Leafs are looking pretty good, right? Wait for Samsonov comes back, and you got those 2 goalies. If they're playing like that, I have all the confidence in the world. And then right when that happens, we're getting Brody back, and hopefully the Leafs can figure out what their line situation is going to be. The only thing is I really feel bad for Nick Robertson. Like, if he's not going to play, like, let him play in the AHL. I'm still sticking with that. Like, the whole Seattle situation, I think... What is it? Jesus Christ, I got a blank. See? I drew a blank on his name. I'd ask my son back there. Freaking Shane Wright, because he barely plays. He plays like 3 minutes a game, it feels like. Like for them, they're doing like a 5-game stint down in the AHL, and then maybe he'll go to the World Junior Championships, which he should do. They're finally making a better decision than him just either not playing or literally like he's not playing when he's actually in the lineup. Robertson, either have him in the lineup. I don't need him to be a practice player. I don't want to ruin the guy. Let him play in the AHL. Let him dominate. Please, please. Like Jack Quinn for Buffalo, right? He's been in the AHL all year. They're only calling up when they need him. And he's been dominating the AHL. He comes up, he's on the freaking first power play unit. You can do it, Leafs. You can do it. If you have all these like contracts up top, just let him go down and develop, or at least play lots of hockey. Anyway, I think that's my only little rant. Overall, Toronto, absolutely stunning. 10-5-4 now, I think. That's great, man. It feels good. A day's always better. A morning's always better. A sleep's always better. Even if your son wakes up at 3 a.m. when the Leafs win. That's it for me. Comment down below your thoughts on the game. And on to the next one. Go Leafs, go.